Have you ever suspected that you might have a block with receiving? If you're like me, you may be wondering this when you don't have good money flow coming in. And you might be thinking, well, heck, you're like, what's going on? Do I have a block around my ability to receive? So if you've ever suspected that, or you've ever wondered that for yourself, I want you to listen in because I'm going to share how you can know whether or not you have a block and what to do about it. But first, I'm Jill Hope, and I help women entrepreneurs, especially mompreneurs, to reconnect with their authentic voice and use it in their business so they can make more money to create more freedom for themselves and their families. So, what's this deal with receiving? I realized I wanted to talk about this today because in the last 30 days, I have had multiple examples of people. It's a little windy here today at the beach. Oh my God, I hope you can hear me okay. I've had multiple examples of people where like I've owed them money for like people who are service providers for me and I've paid them and then they say they haven't received it and they'll send me like a second invoice and I send them the documentation showing that I made the payment like a month ago or 2 weeks ago. Or I had one recently. I was a lawyer, an attorney who was doing some work for me, and he couldn't receive. There was only one way he could receive payment, and that's by check. And so I could have paid him with Venmo or Zelle or like a lot of different ways, and he would only take a check, which is fine. I just don't happen to have my checkbook with me here. So, but it's interesting that I'm noticing this people not receiving. Like I'm seeing it in my face. And then I had an instance with a dear, close, personal friend, like a family member, and I had gifted them something twice and they would not they literally wouldn't take it, okay. So when I see this, that is a clear indication. If you cannot receive what someone is giving you, that is a clear indication that there is you've got something going on that is keeping you from wanting to let it in, right? Let it in. And I had this going on myself for years, years. And here's what it looked like for me. So see if this is something you've experienced before. Whenever I get a gift, this was like not anymore, but in the past, I would receive a gift from someone and I would love it and I would really appreciate it. And I would use it. Like it would take me months, sometimes even a year before I would open it again and actually start using it. And it would be like something really useful and really great, or really pretty, or whatever. I wouldn't use it. So think about this in your own life. Ask yourself if you ever struggle to actually start using the gift that you receive, because that is a clear indication that there is either some guilt around receiving, or you don't feel worthy of receiving, or that there's something going on there. And the other one is if you notice that you had people trying to pay you and it's not getting through. Have you set up, probably unconsciously, blocks around people being able to pay you? Or are you not checking your account? Not looking in places where people pay you? Because that could be a blind spot for you, right? You want to get real clear and real aware of where you're like, what are you doing? Where are you not receiving in your life? And in the example that I gave about that where I was experiencing this blockage, I just started forcing myself, and I know that sounds funny, force myself to use a gift. I just started forcing myself to use the gifts. And in a way, I mean, it was so great because I'm like, oh my God, this is like so fun or beautiful or useful. So I like it made me even happier and even more grateful once I started using the gifts. And when you're in a state of gratitude, you're open to receiving more. I mean, if you have a block to receiving, think about this. If you have a block to receiving, the universe is not going to send you more because you're not receiving what you're already getting. You've got to actually let into your life what is trying to get in before more is going to be given to you. So look at where you are unconsciously or consciously not letting in the things that are trying to come into your life. Do a little inventory because this can be really helpful. Once you see it, you can make the simple decision to start actively receiving those things. And that's when everything can change. It did not take me long before I stopped this, putting the gifts aside and not touching them for a year. It didn't take me long once I changed that behavior to where really my flow started going. Like everything just started moving in my life. That it wasn't this feeling of stepping into a flow of some sort. I had a lot of I sort of moved more in the energy of gratitude on a day-to-day basis when I started receiving. So where are you blocking it? And I gave you a couple of different examples of what to look for to see if you do have a block in your receiving. Now, this is not to say that you don't have worthiness issues to work on. This is not to say that there's something deeper inside you that you don't feel like you're good enough to have it, or who are you to receive something? You might have some of that going on, and yes, that does require a deeper dive and some um, some deeper work. But you can make a lot of shifts just by changing your behavior, just by making some new decisions about how you're going to respond to things in your life. It's amazing when you make a new decision how things can open up for you. So that's what I want to share today is just this idea of receiving, because like I said, I've had all these examples over the last 30 days of people not receiving in my sphere. And it's so in my face that I feel like I'm on to talk about it. I'll be back with more as the inspiration comes, but I hope you're enjoying the beautiful views that I've got going on here. I don't know if you can see the ocean is right there. It's so warm today, but it's just really, really windy, but it's beautiful. We had blue skies every single day. The temperature is like upper 70s to low 80s. It's just amazing. And I couldn't love it more. And how good can things get? That's my big question, because I don't know how much better it can get than that. All right. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot. I have just created a brand new gift, and I'm so excited about this. It's called 4 Secrets to Uplevel Your Business, Bank Account, and Life in 2023. And these 4 secrets, you are not going to hear some of these things anywhere else. This is stuff that, like, major downloads were coming to me when I created this. And so I put this together for you. It's an instant access. All you have to do is opt in. I've got the link below. Just go ahead and check that out. Grab this. You'll also get a copy of a free ebook that I wrote that's kind of like a companion guide to the Instant Play Masterclass. It's 3 ways that you can know for sure that you are ready to up level. And what's really interesting about this book that I wrote that I'm sharing with you, all free, a lot of people think that when these signs appear that you're ready to up level, people misinterpret them as meaning they need to quit, that it's not happening, that it's not working. And so I point this out in this book, and I give you the perspective shifts, the mindset shifts you need to make so that you keep moving forward, because it means you're ready to burst. It means you're ready to expand and to experience what you want. So check out these free gifts. I'm so excited to share with you. I just launched them. They've just become live now. All free. Link is below. And I can't wait to hear what you think.